Hello.
Hi, I'm Harry from White Lines.
I'm Jack.
And we'd like to say a big hello to all of our fans on onstageweb.com and
TVN.
Well, that's still in our eyes. We're leaving this old fairground behind. It's a dream that's growing cold. The circus never dies. The actor of the haunted skies. I know we cannot stay. Farewell to the fairground. These rides aren't working anymore. Goodbye to this dead town. Until the ice begins to thaw. Come on!
Performing live is something which takes a long time to learn how to do in a really fantastic way. I think the great thing about performing live as well is that you're constantly learning. I don't think there's ever a stage really where you can say, okay, we can stop trying now, because you always have to put in a certain degree of effort into a live show to make it work. I think just in general, the more you play on the bigger stages, the better you get. It's taken us 4 years or 5 years to be able to play on stages of this size and really feel like we command it. So it's something that's taken a while for us to learn, but it's, once you're up there and you know what you're doing, it's a really enjoyable experience. And I think that's one of the most important things to convey when you're playing on stage. If you have a good time on stage during the show, usually the rest of the audience are going to enjoy it as well, and they're going to kind of feed off your happiness. And it's about making sure that everyone in a field or everyone in a venue leaves the show having had a really great time. And if we've had a good time, then they'll usually have had a good time as well.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back in Italy. Thank you for giving us such a warm welcome.
that's certainly represented on the first record, perhaps more than the second, but I think it's not just death, it's kind of metaphorical for all loss, I think. And even if it's a small thing or a simple thing, just losing something you like is a very powerful emotion and feeling.
Whoever taught you to scream like that? Maybe someday I could move like you. But I'm not looking for Holy Ghost.
The record, over the 10 songs, I think all of the songs have some allusion to the idea of a ritual, whether it's a personal ritual or whether it's a massive religious ritual. All the lyrics across the whole record kind of feature these ideas in some way. So as a title for the album, it kind of sums up the whole record. It has something to do with all the songs on there, which is quite a tricky thing to do. It took us quite a long time to find a name for the record that we were all happy with. And that's the title, which certainly, I think we feel sums up what we wanted it to sum up.
I think the problem we have writing on the road is not necessarily the lack of time, because you have tons of that and you're usually sitting around for most of the day doing nothing. I think it's more that there's always people around and there's always little disturbances in your day, even if there aren't very many of them, that would distract you from writing. And also to write on the road, I think it would be very sporadic and it would split up all the songs and you wouldn't be able to write a whole album from start to finish, which is what we like to do. But I think it's also really nice writing at home, because in our job we spend so much time away from home that it's actually nice to have some time to yourself and with your family and your friends, and to work at something that's sort of more like people's jobs at home, and to get up every day and to write together is really satisfying, especially being at home in London.
He said to lose my life or lose my love. That's a nightmare I've been running from.
I certainly don't think we've written any songs about London, but I think living in such a big city definitely has an effect on you because there's so much going on around you all the time. Certainly in the world of music, you could probably go out and watch 1 of 10 shows every night if you wanted to. So I think, yeah, it's a good hub in that respect. I think you can very easily surround yourself with inspirations all the time, not necessarily associated with the place, but just because there's so much going on.
Come on! Let's go all together and die at the same time. Let's go all together and die at the same time.
We've headlined a festival this year already in Denmark, and it went down really well. We had a fantastic time, and it was an amazing feeling to be top of the bill and to give the crowd a great show, and you know, and sort of, I guess, to be the band that people have come to the festival to see. So, yeah, it's getting to that point, and it's a good feeling. It's really exciting, and I can't wait to. I mean, not necessarily on the biggest stage, but it's just great to play at night time after everyone's had a great day, and you have your light show, and everyone's a bit drunk, and you know, it's a good feeling.
I think also we will be better equipped to do that kind of thing in the next couple of years when we have another record, because at the moment we only have less than 20 songs that we can play. You know, we only have 2 albums worth of material, and I think to have a really incredible festival headline set, you need to have a really large catalogue of songs to choose from, so you can kind of handpick the very best songs that go down the best live. So I think maybe when we've got another record under our belts, we'll be in a really good position to do that.
We've been working now, I'd say 3.5, nearly 4 years straight. And although we've got to a really good place and we feel really good about, you know, how all that worked out for us and the career it's built for us, which is amazing and very unusual, I think. We're very lucky. But I think we're ready to take a little bit of time off next year. But who knows? I mean, we said that at the end of the first album tour, and actually we ended up only taking about a month, and then we started writing again. So we're kind of workaholics, I guess. And actually it gets very boring to do nothing at home after a little while. But who knows? We'll take as long as we need, and then we'll start writing again. But hopefully, I'd like to think we'd have another album at the beginning of, not next year, but the following year. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Boo. Yeah.